Hi, Katy. How are you doing?
Hi, my husband Wayne is also here.
All right. How you doing, Wayne?
I'm doing very well, sir.
Good, good.
Thank you for all the fight that you have been doing so far. I have seen what you've been trying to make happen, and I really appreciate that.
Well, you're so welcome, and I want to thank you for your support for my efforts as over the last 19 years. I don't know how long y'all have been out there in Stone Mountain. Y'all have indicated a willingness to be on to share your story, and so I appreciate that very much. And Katy, I'll leave it to you since you've been communicating with the office to kick it off.
Okay. Well, my husband and I were plus our daughter, but she's actually not on our insurance. She's a part of SSI, so thank God she has Medicaid, and we don't have to worry about making sure her medical insurance is also covered.
So your daughter is disabled. How old is she?
Yes. She is 17, about to turn 18.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And my husband has a small business. We're a one-income family. Our insurance premiums last year monthly were $351.30 per month, and with the total being $4,413 for the year. And with the expiration of the subsidies, our price goes up
No, it goes up to $1,986
per month, but that's like a 400% increase.
plus dental, which is goes from $16 a month to $160 a month. So we go our annual, just for our monthly dues to the insurance companies for both health and dental, go from $4,400 a year to $25,750 a year, which is a increase of about 430%. I don't know math exactly. It's a slower process to increase revenue in order to increase my income. And while I've seen this coming and I've made those corrections, it is a slow climb to continue to add customers. As I do that, I have to increase capacity. It's just a lot more complex than walking into the boss's office and asking for a raise. So it feels like it's a bit of a self-employment penalty almost.
Yeah, and we're not ones that are trying to game the system or anything like that. We're just trying to
figure out, like, what changes do we have to do? Do we have to sell our home? Do we have to completely change some other aspect of how we're saving and we're providing for our future? Like, we have to make 30% is dramatic, and drastic times will call for drastic measures.
Yeah, and it was a total of about $4,414 per year, but with this increase of 430%, it'll go up to $25,750. If you took that deal and maintained the current level of insurance that you have today, it would capture 30% of your income.
Yeah, and that's a silver plan. That's not even like a premium gold loss in this plan.
and we still have to meet the deductible on top of that. So we could pay for these premiums, but then to meet our deductible, which also increased,
And prescriptions.
and prescriptions,
And out-of-pockets for non-routine things, yeah.
I ends up being even more than that increase, because if you take the deductible on top of that, I think it went from 3,000 to 5,000.
Yeah.
Just the same plan, that changed as well. This increase consumes nearly 30% of our income. And with the increases to life in general, just with groceries and gas and our mortgage, utilities, all of that, that's an expense that we don't think we can really absorb, or if we do, we have to sacrifice in some other way, which is,
Figure it out.
I'm not sure where that would come from, to be honest.
So what do you think you will do before the close of the day, 11:59 p.m. this evening?
Yeah, I think we will go in and change our enrollment to maintain for my wife Katie the current plan that we have, because I want to provide for her as well as I can. And we'll probably change my enrollment to an entirely different plan and or provider that is dramatically lower cost and lower income.
And just catastrophes.
Catastrophe, or go without. Maybe I'll just go without in 2026 and we'll figure it out going into 2027.
Yeah. How is your health?
I have encountered some health issues, but it's nothing dire. It's just things that I need to go in and get treated for, and I've reached that age where if I take a step up the stairs, I have to be careful because I could tear my meniscus like I did in September, just because I'm to that age.
Just because we're in our 50s. Knock on wood, I'm in a very fortunate physical and mental position right now, but these things ebb and flow with life.
Right. Yeah.
So, the question that you asked about what we plan on doing, as of this moment, that's what we'll do in terms of just making sure I have coverage. We may not have coverage for my husband. My daughter has coverage because of Medicaid, which is great. And then we'll have to see, because it's not just the health costs that are going up, it's everything. So we might be in a position where we do have to sell our home to try and, rectify the actual balance sheet of how we actually pay things now.
As we wait for business to increase by 30%.
Well, it sounds like a challenging situation that you are confronted with, and you are not alone. Unfortunately, there are many other families confronted with the same set of challenges, and it's kind of, when you think about the big beautiful bill that they call it, the big beautiful bill, but we call it the big ugly bill.
I was about to say, it's not what that is.
It gave a humongous tax cut to billionaires and millionaires and made it permanent. And but yet the House of Representatives, and that was their major piece of legislation, H.R. 1 for the year. Too bad it couldn't be a H.R. 2, which would stabilize and continue these healthcare subsidies, also known as Obamacare subsidies, so that people on Obamacare could afford to have insurance. And so it's a shame that we find ourselves in this dilemma. It shows the values that some of my colleagues have. They prefer tax cuts rather than healthy families and healthy people.
I agree with you that I don't see the tax cuts as being something that's good for the greater good. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The common good is something that we should all be cognizant and concerned about and sensitive to. But we've entered a phase of every man for himself, only the strong survive. That is the economic philosophy that undergirds this divestment from the common good insofar as healthcare is concerned. And, it's unfortunate, but that's where we are. And but I believe that we will come up out of this, people will come together to rise up on behalf of the common good So that is the hope that I have, and it's something that you all should keep burning in your minds and in your hearts also. Don't give up.
Okay.
We won't.
I have hope.
Yeah, so things gonna get better. Once again, I appreciate you all calling in and sharing with us your situation, and I'm going to be praying for you and your family that you all have a safe and productive holiday season and a happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Best to you and yours.
Okay, and you all have a good one.